It's a pipeline that stretches about 750 miles from Russia to Germany. And the Biden administration insists if Russia invades Ukraine, one way or another, Nord Stream 2 will not move forward. U.S. officials believe the pipeline could be used to weaponize energy when gas starts to flow through it to customers in Europe.
If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
After meeting with President Joe Biden on Monday, Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz didn't explicitly commit to halting the pipeline, instead saying they would take the same steps unanimously. And there are concerns about who's behind the lucrative deal. The pipeline's owner is Russian state-owned energy company Gazprom. Its German CEO, Matthias Warnig, was an agent in the Stasi, the secret police under Soviet control in East Germany. Warnig is described in German media as the oldest German friend of Russian President Vladimir Putin. He's denied a close connection, but worked with some of Russia's largest businesses with ties to Putin.
You have, of course, the involvement of a former East German intelligence officer, but also you have the involvement of former German Chancellor Schröder, who basically has, I think, thrown the notion of conflict of interest to the wind and has become basically a spokesperson for the Russian policy view on a range of issues.
That's former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Stephen Pfeiffer. He says if Nord Stream 2 goes through, Ukraine could lose $1 billion to $1.5 billion that it receives in transit fees.
What the Russians want Nord Stream 2 to do is basically to give them options to move gas to Europe going around Ukraine.
There are also intelligence concerns. In 2018, a State Department official said the pipeline could enable Russia to install new surveillance technology along the route on the floor of the Baltic Sea. Both the Trump and Biden administrations have opposed Nord Stream 2, imposing sanctions. But in a bid to strengthen the U.S. relationship with Germany, the Biden administration waived some sanctions, including on CEO Matthias Warnig.
When President Biden took office, Nord Stream 2 was 90% complete. That happened under the Trump administration. So the question to us was, will we go after directly, using our sanctions power, our European allies and friends?
As Russian troops train and bring in military equipment and medical supplies, U.S. officials say they're working to find other gas sources to supply Europe this winter. Russia supplies about a third of the continent's gas, and now it's about to supply even more to the world's second largest economy, China. Putin unveiled that Russia's Gazprom made a deal with China when he met Xi Jinping for the Olympics. Now, Nord Stream 2 did not respond to my request for comment today, but it is important to remember that this pipeline is not operational right now. It needs certification from European regulators.
And Sasha, though, I'm watching your story, even if it doesn't have, I don't know, some seal of approval on it, there's a lot of investment. I saw the pipe right there. If it suddenly is stopped, what are the repercussions?
Right. Well, the West is hoping that these threats will dissuade Putin from ordering an invasion. And, we just don't know if it's sustainable that other countries can meet European gas needs and whether that will be a long-term plan. Just getting through this winter, we don't know. Now, the OSCE has also said that energy security is so important to government stability. Now, combine that and the potentials there with the flow of refugees. If there happens to be a bloody war in Ukraine, this could be very destabilizing. Now, Ambassador Pfeiffer also said that the Germans are wondering if this pipeline doesn't go through, are they going to have to foot a bill that amounts to about $11 billion, Chance?